3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Monday, February 17th, 10:01 a.m. Let's look at what the market is doing in the Forex world. I have not looked at it yet this morning other than briefly. However, I will tell you that I've literally heard no trades being taken all night long. I'm sure there's got to be some volume, but I have heard literally nothing. Really interesting in this brand new presidential administration. I think it's all just frozen. They're not sure what to do or when to do it. Maybe they're just waiting for the right moment to release the hounds. But you can look here on the screen. The free signal trade. We always start with this. It is still in play. We launched this on Friday. It is about $19 or so in profit. Just going nowhere. It's all going sideways. Let's go get a feel for, because we look at this every day, let's go look at a feel for the overall algorithm. And that will give us an idea of what the market is doing. Also launched, if you were paying attention, a few new test robots. Launched them last night, and the new theme for some of my current testing is I'm looking to be really aggressive on some small accounts with some automated algorithms that I have a lot of time into, a lot of cost into, and a lot of belief and trust in, especially in a short period of time. We'll get into that. Let's pause here. Let's go look at the overall algorithm. I will pull it up here. So, big indicative thing that we look at, very first thing, is what is the current market drawdown. If we look at, and this is just a general reference, if we look at the overall algorithm that I have, 22 currency pairs, it's just over $600 drawdown. Monday, I believe, was about $700 drawdown. I just feel like it hasn't went anywhere. The next thing to look at is how many trades were in using 22 currency pairs. So I just scroll real quick. About 2 dozen. Looking at about 2 dozen trades. And this is really the big thing to look at. How much has closed overnight in reference to that drawdown? $41.35. That is literally nothing. The entire world market has had a closure of $41 overnight since open. And normally we're at about 200, at least 200. We have seen $500, $600, $700 days. This is an excellent example of how Forex is not consistent. It's not a bad thing. But it's an ignorant, dumb belief of your average person that says, well, what do I have to bid in my Forex trading to make $100 a day, $200 a day, $1,000 a day? Like, there is no answer to that. One day we've got, what did we have? A couple $1,000 closure about 2 weeks ago on one day. I think it was even early in the week. And now we're getting $41 worth of closure overnight. The market's just dead. It's dead. They are waiting. They are lying in wait to dump their money into something. When I say they, I mean the big banks. They're waiting. It'll happen. It's coming. Reminds me of an idea that I had that I may share if you remind me, or if you're interested, about the new upcoming membership level, the Portfolio Manager. If that's of interest to you, remind me. We might get into that a little bit. So, not much going on here. If we look back for the week, $1,302.88 closed. And then overall for the month, $10,222.24. That was because a big part of that was some big trades. If I scroll back, you'll see some bigger profits. Let's see if it just jumps out. Might be hard to see. I mean, that's a lot of trades in a month, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's probably more. Yeah, here it was. I think it was this GBP JPY. Yeah, look at these. Look at these the profits. GBP JPY is just the biggest mover in the world. And in fact, I'm running a test that we will take a look at today on GBP JPY. Again, the theme of my two tests that we'll look at today are really, I'm trying to build some confidence and some data on having a small account, $3,000, let's say. The reason I use that is that's the smallest amount of demo account you can get with Eagle FX as the broker. Let's go back to the original numbers here. So, just trying to think of if there's really anything else to look at here. We're in a free signal trade. The overall algorithm, currency pairs just going sideways, which is not a big deal. It is what it is. I don't pay too much attention to the high impact news because we don't really care. That, like, we like movement, right? High impact news is movement. It's not a negative thing. It's the more high impact news there is, the more movement there is. And there was a decent amount last week, core CPI and the president speaking, and it really didn't seem to move the market very much. So, yeah, that's it. Not much to look at there. Let me run through the account list. Maybe we'll take a look at what the gold trading system is doing. I have not looked at it. Yeah, we are still in 4 trades, pretty much just sitting there. We're just holding. We scaled in 4 trades deep, and the last one that we were in has a little bit of profit in it. Nothing closed overnight. So, looking pretty good there, but again, hold my thumb on this, look at the chart. You can see, look at the 15-minute chart, pretty indicative of what's going on here. Price is in a small channel. If I zoom out even to the 4-hour, pretty much going nowhere. The daily, well, it's been a slow climb, but everything's hanging out inside of those 4 trades there. You can see we're in at the top. Just going sideways. It is what it is. Now, I'm going to, off camera here, or off screen, I'm going to glance at a couple other feeds that we have that come from the main signal. We already looked at the main signal. So let me pull these up and see if there's any anomalies going on. Currently in one of our feeds that pulls trades from the main signal, which is called the one profitable pair feed, OPP. Everybody shortens that up. It's in AUD NZD. AUD NZD has just purely gone sideways. It's gone absolutely nowhere, and no sense in showing you that. And one more that I want to look at. Here it is. This is called the 10 pip hybrid feed. Got a couple closures out of that, a couple Euro Chief closures, and we're in an AUD CAD. So yeah, nothing really to speak of there. Let's go look at. Let me pull up a test account here that I'm pretty excited about. It's high risk. Like I said, I'm trying to turn some $3,000 accounts into, or be really aggressive with them. Let's take a look at this one. I'll share it on the screen here. So this is a new, well, this isn't quite a new algorithm, but this is something that every algorithm has its place. Every algorithm has its market. This one trades, well, it'll trade any pair. I have it trading GBP JPY, and it places when you turn it on, it places a buy and a sell. So it hedges itself, and then it manages each trade individually with a huge stop loss, a profit target, and trailing stop, set stop to break even. So whichever way the price goes here, I've seen this, it's down to like $15 profit on the sell side. I've seen it as high as about $105, and it still really didn't capture those profits because I've told it to make more than that. Is it high risk? Absolutely. But with the concept of hedging, where you place an entry and then immediately hedge it, and whichever one goes profitable, you manage that, take profit. And what it will do is it will balance the trades every day. So let's say this sell trade closes out today and it grabs some profit from it. We'll look, I've got it set to at least, it's not going to take any profit until something's at least at $300. So I'm looking for 10% right out of the gate. And that means that the other side will be negative. What will happen is when that sell trade takes profit, let's say, tomorrow at the same time, not that it really matters, but I started it at about 9:30 Mountain Standard Time PM. So at about that time, it will balance the trades. If there's a buy open and the sell has closed, it will open another sell. So it will automatically hedge itself. So the idea is this. How do we make an aggressive high-risk profit off of a small account? We're only risking $3,000 in this case. And here's the game that we have to play. It will be highly profitable on one side or the other. It's going to go one way or the other. Can we, theoretically, if this was live money, can we be up $1,000, $1,500 in a moment when the drawdown also goes relatively low? We can close out that small drawdown, take that small drawdown loss off of the top of our net profit, and end up pulling out, we'll see where we're at. It'd be nice to pull out $1,000, a couple $1,000, and then restart this thing. Here's the idea. I've run a lot of robots for a lot of years. Amounts of data that you wouldn't believe. And in doing that, you get this huge feel for how a robot works. The aggressive ones, the ones that make high profit, that look really exciting out of the gate, will always blow out your account at some point, whether it's within a month or two, or certainly within that year of data, no matter how conservative you run the whole thing. So if that's the case, if it's going to blow out $3,000 if I just let it go, even if I compound my profits, it's going to blow it out, because there's almost no amount, once it gets into a bad scenario, there's almost no amount of money that's going to help you get out of that. Market goes against a trade, it goes against a trade. There's a lot of things designed into this algorithm that will prevent it hedging. Another thing called pruning, where you just, okay, we've got a basket of trades going. There's some profit on one end, there's some loss on the other end. We don't really want to be here. So close the profits, close the losses, get out at break even. and let the thing move on. The idea here is to get a really nice profit, $1,000+ probably pretty quick. And you're going to see, we have literally no movement in the market right now, but you're going to see that this thing will either make a massive profit or blow itself out. The game is to make a massive profit, to watch this at the moment when the drawdown is low, and get out of that and extract the profit and restart the bot. By restarting the bot, interestingly enough, if you started it and it ends up 3 weeks later blowing out the account, I've seen this a lot of times. If you just started it a day later, as an example, 12 hours later, 12 hours earlier, if you just started it at a different time, it wouldn't have blown out. So a lot of that is just luck of the draw being the price action that's happening in that particular currency pair. So this is quite aggressive. It's a very aggressive trader. It will take aggressive break-even losses. It's designed to do that because it's trading on both sides. And this will be pretty impressive. It could also just blow out immediately. However, from my testing and with these settings, it should do pretty well. It basically holds on to quite a bit of drawdown. You'll see a 50+% drawdown when one of the trades closes. Right now it's at $0 margin level percent, right? It will get to the point where it has, $1,500, $2,000 drawdown. The thing will take profit. It'll pull out $1,000, $1,500 in profits. The drawdown will go down temporarily or head towards the going down direction, and then you pull out your profits, restart the bot. Okay, I know I'm leaning on that a bit. Those are the things you don't know. Those are the things they don't tell you. It's more of, okay, here's a bot running. Here's what they always do. How do I mitigate what they always do? They always aggressively trade and blow out your account. They always do. And, it's funny because you take it on the other side. You take a robot like this on the other side. Other side meaning a 0.01 lot size. Right now I'm bidding, you can see 0.50. Pretty aggressive for a $3,000 account. But the other side is to bid the minimum amount, and it still will blow out the account. It'll hang in there longer, but you'll find that it's not necessarily worth blowing it out 3 months later if you were only making $100 a month. Like, what's the point, right? So being aggressive, the real goal would be to pull out $3,000 worth of profits. Now you're completely playing with, I guess you might call that house money, but you're completely playing with money that you've already earned. So you start a $3,000 account, you earn $3,000 from it. Now you pull that $3,000 out, you hold it, and now you aggressively continue to trade that $3,000. If and when you blow out that $3,000 you've earned, I hope that you've at least been pulling out profits and you have the original $3,000 plus. Listen, this deters a lot of people, and I'm pretty close in my analogy here, but Forex is gambling. It's absolutely gambling. But any investment is gambling. You get in, you have to have a bankroll to be able to bet enough to where you can lose enough and win in the end. I just wrote tiny little blog post, not an article. I'm not a writer, but I wrote a little blog post, and you can go see that. Go to the member resources inside of the Discord group. By the way, I haven't talked about this much. Those of you who catch this video out of the live, when you catch the replay, and that's mostly where you're going to catch this, if you are commenting, you are entering to win the option, because I look at the comments, Look at the likes, the comments, the shares. You are entering to win a free lifetime subscription to my system and free automated no loss winning trades for life. For life. Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of value. But that only happens, and you can only be entered to win if you're commenting any sort of value. Like, here's what I would like to see. I'd like to see someone start a thread of conversation in the comment section where you're asking questions and I can provide some serious support, and let the topics of this video spur on the questions. But you guys need to be making some comments if you want to enter the win. Need to subscribe, obviously, to the channel, but make a comment, leave a comment. Let's get a conversation going. There's so much knowledge I have and no one's asking. So I'm just kind of like spitting facts out here most of the days. It's because YouTube doesn't really seem to like this content or share it very much. So if you do that, boy, would that help. Wouldn't you like to help your fellow online entrepreneur? And yes, this is an entrepreneurial venture. Forex is a business. Forex is a business. So that is this algorithm. It has done nothing because the market has done nothing. So let's look at the next algorithm. Everyone's going to be pretty fucking excited about this one. So let me pull this up. It is right here. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to open this up and show you what I'm trading. Yep, we're back to US 30. I have it on a really, really good algorithm. Exact same concept, different algorithm, but exact same concept that I just talked about, but doing that with US 30. You can see here, I turned it on last night. It's currently in a sell trade, $83 drawdown. Look how much that $83 drawdown and that 0.01 lot size is hitting the margin level, nearly 50% down from 3,000. So it's a 1,300% margin level. Here's my experience with this algorithm. You can earn a lot and you can lose the entire account. So we're at the casino, we're rolling, we're trying to roll lucky sevens. And it's the exact same idea here. This thing can and will trade very aggressively. It will trade consistently, aggressively. It does and will place a hedge. In fact, if you see you're in a sell trade here, if you go to the history overnight, it did an original sell trade and made $16.17. Not a lot going on in the market right now, so not the most perfect time, but you will see this thing. This thing will kick ass. It will either make thousands and thousands of dollars worth of profit, or it will blow itself out. And that's literally the theme. Literally the theme of gambling. Gambling's an addiction. It's fun. I like doing that. I do gamble at the casino. This is so similar. The mindset, the idea, the approach. You got to go up to the gambling table with a bankroll. A bankroll, I just did a blog post about this yesterday also, and I link to all of that stuff in the open chat area. But go to the member resources section, basically the blog section, or it's taking you to the blog of my website. I talk about having a bankroll. So to be able to lose, I believe it's 6 times in a row. Let me do the math. So you do a $10 bet, and then you double it each time. So 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, 320, 640. So that's actually 7 times in a row. So you could, on the 7th one, so you've lost 6 times. On the 7th one, when you win, if you win back all of your bankroll plus a $10 profit. So it's really simple. But without that bankroll, here's what I see people do. I see them roll up. So the bankroll to do that to start with a $10 bet and double it 7 times. The bankroll to do that is $1,270. You just do the math. You add up $10 plus 20 plus 40 plus 80 plus 160 plus 320 plus 640. $1,270. So you go in with a bankroll. So it's the same thing with your Forex account. You open up a Forex account with $1,270, and if it's it's not going to be linear, but that would allow you to bet X amount of money and lose X amount of times before you blow it out. What's interesting is there's been a few times in my betting at the gambling casino that I get to that final last 7th bid, $640. I've been there twice that I can remember in the last 2 years, and I do this quite a bit. I go to the casino quite a bit. There's only been 2 times when I had to go all in with my $640 at the end, and I won both of them. I think one of our members, Doug, was with me one time when I went in. At least I know I went all in. I'm trying to remember if I went in all in at, because there's limitations on the tables, if I went in all in at $320 or $640. But I slid it out on the table, calm, cold as ice. I won the throw, and I won everything back plus $10. So, that's not to scare you off, but conceptually, you got to have the bankroll to do this here. Same bottom line idea. I'm looking for this to make a lot of money and get to that sweet spot of having $1,000+ profit in the account, and also at any given time a low drawdown. I will turn the bot off, take the small drawdown loss, pull out the profits, and start over again. And the goal is to get $3,000 extracted before I blow it all, and then I'm playing with free money, essentially. Pull out my $3,000 initial profit or initial balance and my initial deposit and move on from there. But this is going to be pretty good. And could I ever offer this kind of stuff to the public? This is something I would offer at the either portfolio level or an individual case, where I'm like, listen, you can see it working. Would you like to jump in? And I could offer this as a feed that simply copies the same trades over to your account. But we have to see. Is there a potential that I could manually hedge out of a bad scenario here? The algorithm is really designed to do that itself. So you're just gonna have to kind of let it play out, this one and the other algorithm. So I announced both of these. Let me pull something up here, share this with you. I announced both of these inside of the group. If you scroll back in the group here, here's the robot test, the double hedge, and then the US 30. So if you click this, you come back, or if you just go to the member resources over here, you'll get access to the blog. So if I open this up here, so you can see here the test start date, the robot test, the double hedge, real basic information. Okay, but I'm going to start tracking these with a blog post, and just you always have to be testing something. Always be testing. Always. Different market conditions can produce different things. I've spent a lot of money on these algorithms. I'm always running something. These are the 2 that we're running right now. And somewhat in line with a thing that I talked about in the past, which is, let me come back to the trading screen here. Right here. Thing I've talked about in the past, which is, and these 2 algorithms aren't necessarily intended to do that, but the concept of doubling your account with one trade, we have not had the market volume to do that math. You need at least 120 pips worth of direct trend movement to be able to double your account in one trade. The volume has just not been there. So I'm leaning towards these little bit. They don't need big moves. They don't. All they need is up and down. All they need is sideways movement to be able to open up buy and sell trades and manage it into profitability. So that's it. That's it. If you have questions, you got my phone number on the screen there. Text me. Set up a call. It's not a sales call. It's me helping you do what you should already be doing, which is trading Forex conservatively, pulling out your profits on a regular basis, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and holding it in Bitcoin. I'll say this real briefly. I did a post on this yesterday. You should look at the member resources area. I am constantly pumping out stuff that helps you, especially with my system, my algorithm, with my trading technique. The idea is this. Let's say you subscribe to my system at $200 a month. I see people start small accounts and they're like, so they feel like they have to push it extremely hard so they can break even or earn back their $200 expense for the Forex business. And then they want a profit. So they might want to profit $400. So it's cost them $200 to do the trading. They might want to profit $400. And by pushing a small $500 account to create $400 a month, even a $1,000 account to produce $400 a month, 40% is, you're asking for trouble. Can that $500 or that $1,000 account produce $50 or $100 a month? It could literally, you could be extremely conservative. I don't care what your account size. Let's call it $5,000. If you limited it to $40 per month profit, $10 per week, it costs you $200 to do it. It makes, let's call it $40 a month. You'd be like, that's crap. You're wrong. What is happening there is that $40 per month is being withdrawn and sent to your Bitcoin wallet as Bitcoin. So you're literally amassing anonymous Bitcoin. Anonymous meaning you're not going out and buying it with money out of your pocket. So now you're off the radar. So even though it cost you $200 and you only made $40 back from your trading, you will still mathematically be up millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, way ahead of what you ever invested it. Go look at the member resources. Let me see what it is here. Stand by, because I did a post and I'm going to pull it up here. Go to the member resources, and I did this post. I will pull it up here and share it with you. So here we are, this post. Why do we trade Forex? Do you trade for the right reasons? So go look up this blog post. You'll see it at, like I said, go to the member resources, and it's actually, if inside of the blog here, if you go to the member resources section, you'll see it, the 2 robot test, you'll see the post right here. Okay. This is the post. The point is, you do not have to, I repeat, you do not have to outpace what it costs you to run my system. If it costs you $200 a month and you're only making $50 in Forex, you are way ahead of the game. What did I say? Over a 10-year period, $10 a week over a 10-year period is a $26,000 investment worth, over 10 years, worth $63 million. So $200 a month is, well, go look at my math. I'm not going to do it on the run right now. The point is this. The bottom line is this. if you can take your Forex balance and maintain it and earn a conservative profit, you can earn less profit than it cost you to even run my system. Let's say $200 a month in monthly cost, licensing, subscription, so on and forth. You can make less than that, but as long as you hold it in Bitcoin, it will outpace what you are spending tremendously. So you do not have to break even or make back in your Forex account, because typically you don't have the balance for it. People trying to make $200 to $400 a month on a $500 account. I mean, come on. You know, that's why people are stacking feeds and over trading and overbidding. Pull it back. If all you make is $10 a week, if you have a small account, do me a favor. Create and extract $10 a week from it and hold that in Bitcoin over a 10-year period. Come on, man. You will make millions and millions and millions of dollars if, I'm not promising anything, you might lose it all too, but if the market continues to do what it's been doing historically over the last 2, 4, 5, 10 years. It's just what it does. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's it. Oh, look, did we just get 2 more trades enter on the US 30 while I was sitting here? Yes, we did. We were about $80 drawdown. Now it's jumped into a couple trades. See how it's hedging itself a small percentage. So it's in 2 sell trades at 0.01 and 1 buy trade at 0.01. So I don't think it's taking any more profit. It has not. So that's kind of my passion to have an automated system like this that does what it does. If you want to get access to this stuff, please, by all means, fxwithterry.com, join the Discord group. Like, come in, jump on the trades. Get the free trades. Free signal trades are all posted inside the group. Like, complete transparency. And I show all of my trades every day. And if you had any questions, I'll open up and dig into something, whatever you need. I just realized the one thing we haven't looked at is our hedging test. I keep talking about that more and more. Let me pull it up. I believe it is this one. Let me make sure. I need to look at my account list. Stand by, and then we'll pull this up for you. So let's see here. So which one is my hedging test? I've got so many accounts, and you know what? Now I don't see it here. I really feel like this was it. Yeah, it is it. Let me show you this. So basically I was, and we need to kind of perpetuate this. I set up a 3K account and we're just doing random entries. So I'll give you guys a real quick. I know there's a delay and most people aren't in the live chat. Give me a currency pair in the live chat and a direction. Random. Absolute random. Give it to me as fast as possible. If you don't, all I'm going to do is go over to the quotes section here, move my thumb down, eeny, meeny, miny. We'll grab a currency pair. But if you can, I'll give you guys, I'm trying to show you that this is as random as it possibly can be. So random currency pair, random direction, we'll enter it. But in doing that, while you're thinking about typing that into the live chat, this thing has earned, you can see, $220. And if I look for the week, these are the trades that we took. They were all random entries. On the day that we took them, we do it live. I don't look at it the rest of the day. We do it live. I set a take profit where I think the price might go. I've been right every time. I'm looking to be wrong. That way the trade can go against us and we can practice hedging. And that's why I'm showing you, I tell everybody, the number one skill set to have, certainly with my system or with any Forex trading, is the ability to manage risk. to hedge when a basket of trades, a trade, has gone against you. We are not in a trade here. I don't see any comments. I'm going to open, and let's go for USD CAD. And I'm going to go to the buy section. So 5.0 on the lot size. You can see it right there, 0.50. I'm just going to hit buy. And we're in a buy trade. Okay, random. Absolutely freaking random. Let's hover my finger over this, go to the chart, and let's look at a lower time frame. Where do I think I want to put the take profit on this? We're in a completely sideways market. It has pushed up. I have the buy trade. Let's pick something at the top there. I'm going to put a line on the chart at the top here. Wow, that's right where I wanted it. So that's right at the current, if you can see that, that's right at the current kind of top of this area. So I'm going to put my take profit there. So you can see, stand by, this little white dot over here. I'm just going to hold my finger over that, go to the properties. I'm going to double click this price right here because I want to copy that. That's my take profit. So I'm going to set my take profit. Double click, copy, click done, and then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to modify this trade. I'm going to highlight that area, click, paste, and then I'm going to click modify. Okay, so our TP, take profit, is set. We're going to buy trade 0.50, take profit is 1.41922. You can follow along with this as you want. What we'll do is we're looking at this every morning, and what I want is I want this to go against me. So I have to manage it. Now what's interesting is this is also the, what we're doing here by not looking, we're making a trade entry, we're setting the take profit, we're not setting a stop loss because we're not going to use the stop loss. We're going to re-enter a trade and re-enter a trade in a basket of trades until it moves in our direction. Okay, so that means even if it comes down and then bounces back, it's still moved in our buy direction. And if it doesn't do that, it gets too far, we're going to place a hedge and protect the account. We're going to manage the trade. But I got sidetracked there. Here's an interesting thing. You will almost always win your trades when you're not emotionally involved. Meaning, enter the trade, set the take profit, don't look at it for 24 hours. That can also be very detrimental, can go against you pretty hard in a 24-hour period. But we're looking for it to do that to us. But, look how successful this has been. We enter the trade, don't look at it till the next day, 24 hours later. Oh, there it took profit. And it's done that 3 times in a row. That is the reality of Forex trading. Pure, absolute randomness. Pure, absolute randomness. So that's it. Appreciate you joining me. I've had enough. I just talked for 43 minutes, 44. And I will see you tomorrow, Tuesday, February 18th. Join the group. Take these trades. We never lose. We never lose. Leave a comment below. If you're catching this not live, the comment section will be open below. Leave a comment, and that will enter you to win lifetime automated access to my system. That's pretty cool. Engage me in the comments. I will engage back with you. That's it. Appreciate you watching. I will see you tomorrow, and I'll see you inside the group. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.